The Colorado Buffaloes lose 52-17, and the truth is I don't have much to say, because what do you say when you already know that your football team is bad? I can go on and talk about how bad they are. I can give you all the reasons why I think that they're bad. What is there to say at this point? I can give you all the reasons that I have been giving you for the past 3 seasons to indicate why I think this Colorado Buffaloes team is bad, or I can talk about the stats. I can talk about what I'm seeing. The truth of the matter is, Colorado is not a talented football team right now. And by the looks of this game, I don't know if they're going to win another game this season. And so at this point, what Colorado needs to do is they need to start thinking about next season. They need to start thinking about roster retention, and they need to start thinking about a recruiting plan to go get high school students. I know a lot of people are going to say Coach Prime's not going to do that. If he continues to not recruit high school students, that is what you're going to get from Colorado moving forward. It's not going to get better. It can't get better because the talent that you need, there's such a wide talent gap at this point, and the gap is only going to continue to get bigger as long as Coach Prime is coaching at Colorado. And so if he does not take a stand and he does not change things, this team is going to stay how it is. Coach Prime has to do 2 things. He has to get college coaches in that know how to coach and develop college athletes. That is the first thing he has to do. The second thing he has to do is he has to change his recruiting tactics. He has to go get high school talent. It doesn't mean he can't get people out of the transfer portal, but you have to get people into your system, and you need to bake them into your system, and you need to train them up. That is how he is going to get better. His formula is not working. We now see that Shador Sanders, Travis Hunter, even Shiloh, even Cameron Silman Craig, all those people, LaJohntay Wester, Jimmy Horn, those guys were leaders. And because those guys were leaders, they were able to take over games, and they basically put the team on their shoulders to make things happen. Right now, Colorado has 0 leaders.
Hi, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that like button. Make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and turn on those notification bells. And if you're filling up to it, don't forget to leave me a comment in the comment section below.
Nobody on this Colorado team is leading anything. And because of that, because you have failed to recruit the way you're supposed to recruit, now you have this. You're in year 3, you have built nothing. Coach Prime is acting like he doesn't know what a team identity is. Maybe that's because he doesn't have an identity. This team doesn't have an identity. This team is not doing anything. And because of that, we have a problem. We have a very large problem. And the problem is talent. And if you don't have talent, you cannot win football games. I always say you need talent and good coaching to win football games. When you have phenomenal talent, sometimes the coaching can be mediocre and you can still win football games. Sometimes. Or you can have mediocre talent and have really good coaching. You cannot have not good talent and not good coaching. That is not a good combination. So this Colorado team right now is a dumpster fire. There's no other way that I can say that nicely, calmly, or anything. I just have to call it like I see it. But because we are where we are in the season, and because I don't know if they're going to win another football team, now is the time for Colorado to figure out who they have on this team. It is time for them to assess the talent that they do have, to decide who they want to retain and who they don't want to retain, and then they better be recruiting right now, right this second. They need a whiteboard, and they need to start putting up high school students. They have to recruit. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. I've always said that Coach Prime needs like a top 21 players that he wants to get in his program. And he needs to make the list, and they need to go after it. Warren Sapp needs to get on the road. Marshall Faulk needs to get on the road. Coach Prime needs to get on the road. These coaches have to recruit. You have to go recruit. This is college. You have to recruit. This is not the NFL. The talent does not come to you. You go get the talent. You have to go get the talent. The other thing is we need college coaches. I need to see development. I haven't seen development in these players. I haven't seen anyone be developed. It is not looking good. The other thing that I will say for this team that I was proud of is they did not quit. They could have quit. They did not quit. They kept going. They kept playing. They were playing hard. It looked like they wanted to win. They were doing every single thing that they needed to do to just look like they cared. And that's important to me because when they got beat by the University of Houston, I thought that they quit, and I called them out on camera, and I'm like, this team is full of quitters. They didn't quit today. So I'm going to give them credit for not quitting. I also am excited that we saw Juju Lewis. I hope Colorado's coaching staff, as well as Juju and his family, are well aware of how many snaps he needs to play to still be able to redshirt, because this team is not worth him losing his redshirt over. This team is not good. This team is not talented. So I need him to retain that redshirt. And at this point, this team has to figure out something they can go into 2026 with. They need an identity. They can start forming that right now. That is when you form things. When your team is down and out, when your back is against the wall, when there's nothing to play for, when there's nothing that you had as goals that are now still in front of you, now is the time for them to figure out who these players are. This is the moment. You don't wait until the season's over and then you figure out who people are. You have to figure out who people are now. They're heading to West Virginia next week. West Virginia just had like 45 points, 245 yards, something crazy. Colorado needs to continue to vet this talent. They need to continue to assess this talent. And at this point, the offense should just open up the playbook, figure out who you are, run some things, do something. Because right now, the way this team is structured, it doesn't look good and it's not getting better. So when it's not getting better, you have to pivot and you have to change your goals and you have to change the things that you're trying to do. So as this season winds down, we're in November, and as the season starts to wind down and as it starts coming to an end, Colorado has to have new goals. The new goals is going to be evaluating the talent. The new goals are going to be who is going to show up, who is going to quit, who is going to be late. You have to retain the talent that you want, and the talent that you don't want, you need to have a plan to replace them. Not just a transfer portal plan. You need to have a high school plan. The reason why I'm harping on high school versus the transfer portal is because this team was built through the transfer portal. This team is not talented enough. This team doesn't have the athletes that we need. In no position tonight did I feel like this Colorado Buffaloes team was going to win a talent battle against Arizona. No point last week against Utah did I think Colorado was going to win a talent battle up against Utah. No week against BYU did I think that Colorado had the talent advantage against that team. At no time against the University of Houston did I think that Colorado was winning the talent battle. At no point against Iowa State did I think that Colorado was winning the talent battle. I'm saying that to say this Colorado team is not talented. We have to get athletes that are talented, and that is going to take time. And I'm okay giving Coach Prime the time if he shows me that he is working to fix it. But I'm not going to give you time if you just keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over. Because if you keep doing the same thing over and over and over, I believe that's the definition of insanity. You can't do the same thing over and over and over and expect a different result. Something has to change. And after watching this game, if nothing changes, then we will have the answers that we need. And at this point, and at that point, we will know exactly what kind of team this is, exactly what kind of program this is, exactly what kind of coaching staff we have, and exactly what our expectations should be. At this point, I just hope Colorado wins another game. But from what I saw today, I don't really know. Before I end this video, there are 3 things I want to say. Colorado gave up 52 points today. Colorado had 14 penalties today for 110 yards. The third thing I want to say, Colorado had 5 turnovers. That is not good football. Nothing about that is good. Nothing. The penalties, lack of discipline. The turnovers, not good. The points, lack of talent. Colorado has a problem. Coach Prime has to fix this. He has to fix this. He has to do things differently. In my opinion, the 2026 Colorado Buffalo season starts now. He has to make decisions right now that are going to impact them for 2026. I don't know if he's going to, but I'm going to be paying very close attention to see what he does now that his team, I don't even think they can make a bowl game at this point. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'll see you in my next video.